what I'm going to do here, I mean, the whole idea of the journey into the seven seas is each time we get together on a, on a Thursday evening, Friday morning here, you get to know what that sea is that you're journeying into. And it becomes a foundation for you to then carry on your journey from this week to the next into that sea. So we can then emerge into the next one. So here we are talking about collaboration. And what I said is the way of collaboration is going to be in tune with the vibe of thriving. Now, in that realm of thriving, conflict disappears. Now, here's something which is like an age-old conflict that has existed within each one of us. And it's the conflict that sets in when the soul being is birthed. So it actually sets in not at the time that the fetus is formed, it sets in when the soul, when the first breath takes place. The human is birthed. Remember, the birthday in the realm of the divine is the day the fetus was formed. The first breath day is when you come out and take your first breath. The moment that first breath happens, this conflict sets in. And it's a conflict of the soul being experiencing its expansiveness, its omnipresence, its eternalness, and noticing the fragility and the confined nature of this human form. And the conflict sets in. It's like, oh, at some point soon, I'm going to have to confine myself into this weak expression of me, which is this human form. So the conflict is the soul. Then the soul goes into this reminiscing about its separation from its creator, because we now have this human form that it's expressing itself through, which is weak according to its own perception. So the expansiveness starts to get confined and confined and confined and confined, and we have that inner conflict all the time. It's like there's nothing out there that fully satisfies us because that inner conflict is there, the deep-seated pain that surfaces from time to time. Now, here's the reality. The Creator created this human form as with the vibrational frequency of love. So if you are human, when a human chooses to become a being, it's being love. And love as a frequency is expansive, it's amplifying. One person expressing love touches 740,000 people, I'm told. So you can imagine every time we put out the vibration of love, how many, and in a day, if you're putting out this vibration of love, how many people are impacted in that? And you as a human, your innate vibration is love. So what we're doing today is a very powerful and yet simple process that connects the soul being to the vibrational frequency of love. And it actually reawakens each of those gazillion cells to the vibrational frequency of love in our human form. So the human form, in doing this process, it's like literally light bulb after light bulb after light bulb goes on as it remembers the frequency of love and steps into it. And the soul being starts to accept this human form. So we're going to begin with just clearing yourself very, very quickly. And we'll just do it with 3, 9, 4, 6 breaths. And then we're going to go into, it could be akin to a chant. It's 3 sentences that we are going to say. And the 3 sentences we're going to say are, I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. This is your soul being communicating that, sharing that communication with your human form. And it is the soul being that is saying, I acknowledge myself as a human now. I receive myself as a human now. I accept myself as a human. So the eternal, omnipresent expansiveness of the soul being, it allows itself to be amplified and expressed through this human form, which is love. So it literally brings the love frequency that each one of us embodies, adds to it that expansive, omnipresent eternalness of the soul being. You can imagine what a partnership that is. And that is at the foundation of collaboration that generates this experience of thriving. So get comfortable, make sure that your back is supported, and you don't have to rest against anything, but you should just feel supported. The base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. It's connected to the core of the earth with the precious metal gold, shungite, a meteor that removes pollutants and all forms of electromagnetic energies that no longer serve us, and negativity as well. It has the precious metal, precious stone emerald, which opens up the heart, as well as ruby that centers and brings us into a space of stillness. So all of those are there. The golden cord is like a vacuum suction pump, and it is taking out of your field anything and any energies that no longer belong. That process has started. We're going to begin immediately with a 9-4-6 breath. We're going to breathe into the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. We're going to do 3 of these, and then we're going to take a couple of regular breaths and we'll embark on the chant. And we're going to do the chant 25 times. So here we go, beginning with a 9-4-6 breath. Breathe in, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a deep breath in to your heart and a deep breath out. Another breath in to your heart and a deep breath out. Your soul being now starts its communication to your human form. And the human form, it's turned the volume up in being its innate vibration of love. And as this partnership starts to enter its exquisiteness, you get in deeper and deeper and deeper into that sense of stillness, until that stillness becomes a sense of rejoicing, and you may go into a very deep state of calm. So let's begin the communication. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. For the first time for many of you, your soul being is honoring the human form. And it's for the first time, again, for many of you, where your human form is allowing itself to be expanded and uplifted to the extent of the soul presence that it is amplifying. And the alchemy of that relinquishes this age-old conflict, dissolves the stress and trauma of separation from the Creator, and brings you into a space and a state of whole and completeness, where all there is to occur is you thriving, the foundation of which is this choice of certain collaboration between your soul being expressing itself through this human form, amplified through the vibrational frequency of love. This is the journey into the sea of collaboration. Allow yourself to experience what it feels like to thrive between now and when we meet again next Thursday. After every call that I have, so many people wish to have a conversation with me. And if any of you wish to meet me like that, please do message Catherine. And there's a very beautiful surprise that we are putting together to share with all of you. And it is my pleasure, my privilege, my honor to be here every Thursday to share this journey into the 7 seas with you. If you can't get onto your chat, you can each put one word that you're present to. And thank you very much. We meet again soon.
Thank you so much, Mynoo. I really got lost in that process. It was so meditative and extraordinary. I don't know if anyone's had a chance to do that before, but if you have, let us know. And if you got something special out of that, let us know in the chat. But it was very powerful. Thank you so much, Mynoo. And thank you all for coming. Every Thursday, I feel like we have our tribe forming. And I'm very excited for Mynoo to share with us. Maybe you could tell them the name, Mynoo, just a hint, since all these special people came tonight for what's in store.
There's a program that is being created, that has been created actually, called Pivot. And you know, when I talk about creation, I'm always co-creating with Spirit. So it's called Pivot, which stands for Presenting Inspired Velocity on Tap. And it's inspired velocity on tap for you, being in the magic of you. And from that, you know, co-creating your world in tune, in sync, in rhythm with the energies of this new world, foundationed on the new norm and the principles of the new norm. So that's what has been created, and we will be sharing that with you very soon.
And I'd like to just read some of the words coming in. Expansion. Ooh, another expansion. Beauty. Love. Aloha. Thank you. Thriving in love. 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 Peace. Peace. Connected. Big love. Yes. Thriving. Inspirational. Grateful. I went to school in Charleston, somebody says. Oh, I'm thriving, serenity, love, inspired velocity, compassion, serenity, connections, beloved, connected, serenity and peace, peace, marvel. Love is the word, yes, connected. And my word is grateful. And thank you all for joining again. I'm so excited. You know, usually people drop off on the calls because we just have places to go and things to do. And I'm so pleased to announce that I don't think we had anyone leave this powerful process. So thank you all. Invite your friends. We'll be back next week, and very excited that you're all here with us. Thank you again. Much love to you, and look forward to seeing you right here next Thursday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the journey into the sea of collaboration.